Your vision board cannot rewire your brain by itself, but action can. I'm Dr. Sean, neurologist and founder of the Dolphin Award for Amazing Doctors. And today, we're talking about the law of action through the lens of neuroscience. Because I love vision. I believe in vision. You need to be able to see a better version of your life before you can move toward it. You need to be able to imagine better health. You need to imagine better fitness. You need to imagine better blood pressure control. You need to imagine the promotion, the strong relationship, the financial freedom, the discipline, the confidence, the purpose, and the peace. Vision matters, but vision alone is not transformation. Your brain needs action. I want you to imagine yourself running a marathon. Close your eyes and picture it. You see yourself moving. You feel the finish line. You hear the crowd. Your visual cortex activates. Your emotional centers engage. Your brain starts responding to the image. That is powerful. But here is what does not fully happen from imagination alone. Your body does not become trained. Your endurance does not automatically improve. Your habits do not automatically change. Your motor cortex, the part of your brain involved in movement, practice, and a learned skill, does not fully rewired without repeated action. Visualization is a primer. Action is the builder. That is true in fitness. That's true in health. That's true in leadership. That's true in relationships. That is true in finances. That is true in every area where you are trying to discover victory in life. You can visualize lower blood pressure, but at some point, your brain needs the action of taking the walk, choosing the healthier meal, checking the number, taking the medication consistently, and following up with your care team. You can visualize being fit, but your brain needs the action of putting on shoes, showing up at the gym and stretching, lifting, walking, moving, and repeating. You can visualize professional growth, but your brain needs the action of sending the email, stepping into that opportunity, learning the new skill, and preparing for meetings. You can visualize a stronger relationship, but your brain needs the action of listening, of setting the boundaries, and of having that difficult conversation, and sometimes making the important call. You can visualize financial freedom, but your brain needs the action of opening the bill, saving one amount regularly, canceling one expense, and writing down that important number. You can visualize confidence, but your brain needs the action of doing the thing while your hands are still shaking. That's the law of action. It's not just a motivational saying, it's a neurological requirement, because every time you take a real step toward your goal, you're giving your brain evidence. Evidence that you're changing, evidence that you are capable, evidence that this new identity is not just something you've imagined, it's something you're practicing. And what your brain practices, your brain wires. New connections form, new habits become possible, new patterns become familiar, and new pathways get stronger. Your future self is not built in imagination alone. Your future self is built in the moment when visions become movement, when the idea becomes a decision, when the decision becomes a behavior, and when the behavior becomes a pattern, and when the pattern becomes an identity. That is how you become the person you keep seeing in your mind, not by staring at the vision board, by taking the next action the vision requires. And the action does not have to be huge. It just has to be real. One walk, one workout, one blood pressure check, one healthier meal, one email, one conversation, one budget decision, one apology, one focused work session, one act of discipline, one promise kept. Because action is the language your neurons understand. Your brain does not rewire because you wish. Your brain rewires because you repeat. So today, do not just look at the life you want. Move toward it. Take one action before the day is over that proves to your brain, this is not just a dream. This is who I am becoming. And if you've been with me all week, you already know. We do not do motivation without the mechanism. Drop a comment right now. Action rewires my brain. And then tell me one action you are taking today. Subscribe, because tomorrow we're talking about why your outer world may be reflecting your inner neural patterns. You do not want to miss that one. I'm Dr. Sean, and I want you to keep winning.